Okay, look, I understand. Titans are unkillable right now with 100 resilience, a low release splendor. It's seasons of resilience right now. But for all the warlocks out there, I have a build that it specifies around healing. And I really enjoy healing people, but honestly, the Titans don't even need it, so it's kind of ruins the whole video. But I hope you enjoyed the build. So I wanted to focus this build around the healing grenade, just because you're basically unkillable with it. So every mod I have, it just focuses around that. As you can see, this is 100 resilience, and when this is applied to you, you're not dying. Alright, let's check out the build. So first of all, slap on that healing grenade. Now, the aspect you only really need is Touch of Flame because it improves the strength of that healing grenade. The other aspect, you can use whatever you want. For the first fragment, I'm using Singeing. I'll get my class ability faster every time I scorch targets, and I'm going to be doing that from my snap. Now, the second fragment I'm using is Soulless. Radiant Restoration effects applied have increased duration. Torches, anytime I use my snap, me and people around me become radiant. Now, Tempering is a replacement right now because Ember of Benevolence is disabled at the moment, and it would work really great in this build because I get all my abilities back faster. But yeah, when it's not disabled, definitely put it on. Now, of course, like I said, I'm gonna be using the Sunshot because it makes things explode. Everything goes boom in the room, and it's amazing because it creates a lot of wells. Now, Tikus can do that as well. Unfortunately, these are the only two solar energy exotics that can do that. Alright, for the mods I'm using, they're all centered around making solar wells. So the first one's going to be Bountiful Wells, which states any mod that I have that creates wells, it's just going to double it. So the first mod that I have to actually create wells is going to be Flame Harvesting from the Seasonal Artifact, which is like every so many kills I get with my Sunshot, it's going to spawn a well. And it's going to do 2 because of Bountiful Wells. I'm also using Explosive Well Maker. I'm using 2 copies of those. So every time I get Explosive from Sunshot, it makes a total of 3. And now when those wells are created and when I collect them, I'm using Well of Ordnance to get a chunk of my grenade back. And I'm using 2 copies of those just to get a bigger chunk back. I decided to also put Bomber on as well, just because I get some grenade energy back every time I use my Rift. I want to be creating Orbs of Power. I want to be doing that by getting kills with Sunshot from Solar Siphon. And when I pick up those Orbs of Power, and guess what? I'm getting more charge back for my grenade. And yeah, this is what the whole build is built around. It's just getting that grenade. And the way you want to be doing it, like the cycle, you getting your abilities back, is you just use your grenade when you have it, and then you use your Rift just so you can get your chunk back from that grenade. And anytime you get kills with your Sunshot, there's gonna be wells that spawn. You just pick them up, and then you should have your grenade back, and then you should be really close to getting your Rift back. And you just do that cycle over and over and over. Now, the exotic helmet I'm using is Eye of Another World, mainly because it decreases the amount of time you get your grenade back. And with max discipline without the helmet, it comes back in 31 seconds. In the clip here, the exotic helmet actually decreases it to 26 seconds. Now, I'm using this mainly because you just get your grenade back quicker, but Boots of the Assembler actually works as well if you're just trying to heal like a large amount of people. So if you're really precious about the grenade, I'd say use this or Boots of the Assembler. Either could work. Now, another thing I noticed with the build is 2 explosive well makers isn't really necessary. I mean, I have both of them on just so I can get as many wells as I can to get my grenade back fast as I can. But you can take off one of the explosive well makers and replace it with Well of Life if you're having trouble staying alive in the activity you're doing. Or you can put on Seeking Wells just so the wells kind of just come towards you if you're having trouble collecting. So that is basically the build. One of the weaknesses this build has is champions. There's no hand cannon champion mod or bow champion mod this season, so Sunshot or Tikus won't be able to stun any champions. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to sacrifice your kinetic slot for a like scout rifle or submachine gun, something that can stun champions. Last thing I want to talk about is my clan's Discord. Link is in the description. We're currently looking for players, and new players, experienced players, it doesn't matter. So if you're looking for people to play Destiny 2 with, definitely check it out. Thanks for watching the video, guys.